First day in pads, how did it go for you guys with the shoulder pads on for the first time?
It went good. It was real physical out there, real chippy. Props to say it was real chippy, but it was a good day. Felt good. Everybody was making contact.
Chippy how?
Chippy how? Thudding up, like making contact with people, running backs, linebackers hitting the hole, DBs making plays, everybody on the ground and stuff like that. It was a good practice today.
You got 33 newcomers on this roster. How have those guys blended in, and does that change the dynamic up of a camp and a practice with so many new faces that you didn't have in the spring even?
Oh yeah, the dynamic of the camp is real competitive. We got new DBs in there. Everybody's making plays, so everybody's out there trying to make a play and just impress Fish somehow to get on the field. It's real competitive out there.
How do you feel like you've developed this offseason?
I feel like I've gotten faster. I've gotten a little faster. I've gotten more in tune with the playbook. I'm not making as many mistakes as I was in the spring. I'm just elevating as a player in the playbook mindset.
How do you feel about transfers coming in, all these new guys?
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like they've integrated into the defense thus far? You being a veteran at this point.
They made the defense better as a whole. You got guys in different positions that's new, making plays that the guys from last year that they didn't make. So everybody's out there making plays really, and it's rubbing off on everybody.
Transfer your spot. What do you make of Kane Williams?
Kane Williams, Kane's coming along. He's still learning the playbook and stuff. So Kane's doing what he's doing right now.
Has Omar Brown been able to kind of get in the conversation? I know he didn't get a practice in the spring. Where's he at in the conversation right now?
Omar Brown, he's been doing good. He's still learning the playbook, but he's out there making plays. He's jumping routes. He's being a football player at this point. So I'm glad to have him on our team.
What do you think of the schedule for camp this year with the only 3 days in a row all the way through where you get days off in between every 3 days?
Oh, that's a blessing because we definitely need that day off because 3 days on, them 3 days that we practicing, it's all out. We're giving 100% them 3 days. So you get that day off, you get that whole day to recover and just get in the playbook, watch film that you got to catch up on from practices before. So the day off is really great.
Can you feel the difference at practice when you have that rest?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You're flying around, you're not as tired, your legs aren't as beat up. You feel fresh. It feels like day one every day.
You mentioned a couple of these new guys that are still learning the playbook. Who in your room sort of helps bring those guys along?
Myself, Quentin Newsom, Noah Gates. It's an abundance of guys that brings everybody along. There's some guys that's gonna go home right now, but the DBs we're gonna stay here and watch film. We're just gonna correct the mistakes that we made today, so we don't make the same mistakes tomorrow or on Sunday.
You mentioned the things that you've gotten better at so far. What do you want to still improve on through the fall camp?
Just being more. What can I say? Just being more in tune with knowing what's going to happen, like pre-snap reads, and just knowing the defense, like the whys, why we're doing this, why we're running this coverage, why I'm making this call, why I'm telling him to do this, and why I'm putting myself in this position. Knowing the why behind what we're doing. So yeah, just knowing the why.
And you guys stay behind to watch. Are you doing that with the coach, or is that just you?
That's just player led.
Okay.
That's just player led.
So
we bring all the guys in.
What are the dynamics like in there? Like who turns the projector on, who narrates, whatever. I don't know how that works.
Yesterday it was me. I was running the meeting, but Quentin Newsom, he told us we're gonna meet after practice. But I went in there, I ran the meeting and stuff. So it's about who want to go in there and cut the screen on, and just getting all the guys in there and letting them know like what they're making mistakes on, and just being a leader, being a real teammate.
What's your teaching style, correction style? If someone makes a mistake, how do you point that out?
In the film session, I see the mistake. It's probably we all get the same plays, so it might be the 3s and 4s outside and the 1s and 2s inside. We're all getting the same plays. So I might have made the same mistake. I'm like, okay, Coach Fish already done told me how I made the mistake, and I seen in film he made the same mistake. I just tell him what Fish told me. It's just about knowing what you would make a mistake, and you would know that you just made a mistake when you did it. So you know what you did wrong. It's about knowing how to correct it.
How long have you guys been doing that?
Been doing that since I got 2019.
Back to that schedule, what were the guys' reaction when you first saw the fall camp schedule with the built-in days off? Is this right?
Frost told us during the team meeting before fall camp started. So when he told us that, it was really like, okay, cool. Like we finna ball out. We finna go hard. In 3 days, we gonna ball out. That day off, we gonna recover, and then we back to it.
Quarterbacks and receivers do routes on the air during the summer and the off season. What do you guys do?
We just work on our DB drills. We work the route tree. We work on our playbook, and just getting your feet right. We condition. it's a bunch of stuff DB's got to do. DB's running is a part of the job, so we're working out basically.
How much running? Like, are you doing sprints? Are you doing distance?
We doing sprints, we doing stadiums, we doing agility, we doing all that.
Like the stairs, the stadium?
Them steps out there? Yeah.